The legal battles between actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard became one of the most closely watched celebrity trials of the modern era, extending far beyond the courtroom to influence public discourse, media, ethics, and conversations around domestic abuse. What began as a defamation dispute evolved into a global spectacle, streamed live, dissected on social media, and debated across cultures. The trials not only determined legal outcomes for the two actors, but also left a lasting imprint on how fame, justice, and personal narratives are treated in the digital age. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard met while working on The Rum Diary and married in 2015. But their relationship quickly deteriorated. After filing for divorce in 2016, Heard accused Depp of domestic abuse, while Depp denied the allegations and claimed he was the victim of abuse. These conflicting accounts laid the groundwork for years of litigation. The legal saga intensified with two major defamation cases, one in the United Kingdom, where Depp sued a newspaper for labeling him a wife-beater, and another in the United States, where Depp sued Heard over an opinion article she wrote, describing herself as a survivor of domestic abuse. The U.S. trial, held in Virginia in 2022, captured unprecedented public attention. Live-streamed proceedings allowed millions to watch testimonies in real time, turning the courtroom into a form of mass entertainment. Clips were rapidly shared, remixed, and meme-feed on platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, often stripped of context. This constant online commentary transformed the trial into a cultural event, blurring the line between legal process and popular spectacle. For many observers, opinions were shaped less by court documents and more by viral moments. The verdict in the U.S. trial largely favored Depp, with the jury finding that Heard's statements were defamatory, while also awarding Heard damages on one of her counterclaims. The outcome was celebrated by Depp's supporters as a vindication. While critics argued that the trial had chilling implications for survivors of abuse, the polarized reactions highlighted deep divisions in public understanding of defamation law, power dynamics, and the credibility of abuse claims, especially when both parties are wealthy and famous. One of the most significant impacts of the trials was on public conversations about domestic violence. Advocates expressed concern that the intense scrutiny and ridicule directed at Heard could discourage survivors from speaking out, fearing disbelief or public shaming. Others argued that the case demonstrated the importance of due process and the dangers of accepting allegations without scrutiny. Regardless of perspective, the trials forced a broader reckoning with how society evaluates abuse claims and the role of evidence, testimony, and public bias. The media's role in amplifying the trials also came under scrutiny. Traditional news outlets competed with influencers and independent commentators, many of whom openly took sides. Algorithms rewarded sensational content, often prioritizing entertainment value over accuracy or sensitivity. This environment raised ethical questions about whether highly personal and traumatic testimony should be consumed as viral content, and what responsibility platforms and journalists have in shaping public understanding of complex legal issues. Professionally, both actors faced consequences. Depp, who had previously seen his career stall amid allegations, experienced renewed support from fans and some industry figures following the verdict. Heard, meanwhile, reported facing ongoing backlash and professional setbacks, eventually relocating abroad for a period. The uneven aftermath underscored how public opinion, once crystallized online, can have lasting real-world effects that extend beyond any courtroom ruling. Ultimately, the Depp-Heard trials were not just about two individuals, but about the intersection of celebrity, justice, and digital culture. They revealed how legal disputes can be transformed into global narratives, influenced by social media, dynamics, and collective judgment. As future high-profile cases unfold, the legacy of these trials will likely continue to shape how courts, media, and the public navigate truth, accountability, and empathy In an era where every moment can become content.